Hello everyone, welcome to 50 Years of Chess. This is Robert. I've yesterday I brought you a game between myself and a Bulgarian player, a very strong player, Varban Varbanov, and today I'm bringing you the part two, which is the second game that we played. This time Varban Varbanov is playing with white and I'm playing with black, so we reverse colours. Just to remind you that my opponent is 84-year-old, born in 1942 in World War II. He's from Bulgaria and he's ranked 3 in the Fide Arene chess platform. And he has a standard rating with Fide of 1984. So he's very strong. His weakest point is playing Blitz, which is what this is, 5-minute chess. So other than that, it's very strong. So let's get over to the game and let's see how it goes. So Varban was playing white and he opened with e4 and I played c5, which is Sicilian, knight f3, knight c6, and then c3. So this is known as the Alpin variation of the anti-Sicilian. This was invented by Russian master Semyon Alpin, born 1856 to 1923, and it's widely used today. Many world champions like Kasparov and Karpov have used it, among other great players. So I continued with d6, d4, cd, cd, e6. That's the line I play. He played knight c3, bishop e7, bishop e3, a6 to prevent the knight from, or the bishop from pinning my knight, or the knight from coming up at any time maybe. a3, queen c7. Look, this is all about the d6 pawn. It's a bit weak because it's backward. It's further back than his 2 pawns, so he has this bit of space advantage at the moment. But I'm covering it with my bishop and queen at the moment, so that's fine. He's played rook c1, which is an X-ray attack on my queen, which I have to be careful of. So I played knight f6 to make sure that if he pushes the pawn, I should be okay. Bishop d3, castle h3. That's to stop me playing knight g4 and trying to pick up the bishop on e3 with the knight. b6. I'm going to try and fianchetto my bishop on b7 because I don't want to block that d1, d8 file, because I need a rook on there to support that pawn. b4. So he's grabbing all the space as much as he can. I played b5 to stop him there so he can't go any further. He castled, bishop b7, queen c2. So it's clear to see that with e5, pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn, knight takes knight, queen takes knight, would be okay for me because the knight on f6 still stays on s6. With that knight on s6, you can't take that h7 pawn. So rook e8, which is what I intended from a8. Now he's pushed the e5 pawn, which is what we said. This is a mistake. It's not gonna work, as I explained. D takes e, d takes e, knight takes e5, knight takes knight, queen takes knight, just as I said. And now he's played rook e1. He's a pawn down. He's not calculated this correctly. So I played queen h5, bishop back to e2, attacking the queen again. Queen to h4, and then rook on e to d1. So rook takes rook, rook takes rook, rook across to c8, pinning the knight to the queen. He breaks the pin with queen to d2. Now, he could play here bishop g5. And where does my queen go? There's nowhere I can go along the fourth rank. And if I look, I can't go back to h7. My queen will be gone if he plays bishop g5. So I played h6 to stop that. And now he's played rook to c8. Rook to d8, attacking the queen. And he's gone back to e1. That's nice because that means his queen now is passive there. And I think I'm better. So now it's time to try and mix it up a bit, and when having the extra pawn, maybe enough to win. Knight d5, knight takes knight, bishop takes knight, and he's played f6. Fair enough. Queen takes queen, rook takes queen, and rook c8. So I got him off of that open c file and occupied it myself. So I've got a slight edge now with the pawn and also a better position with my rook. Bishop back to d2 and down comes the rook to c2. He's now protecting it with his rook. So I played bishop now to f6. I'm looking at coming into b2 and winning that second pawn on a3. King to f1. G5, bishop e3. So that's why, obviously, why he moved king to f1, so he could cover the white square bishop, so he can move the black square bishop. But he's in trouble because I'm playing rook a1 now. So he's come back with the bishop to defend it. I move my king up one square. There's no rush. King g7, rook to d2. Now, I probably wouldn't win if I swapped off the rooks. It would probably be drawn. So I played rook to a1, pinning the bishop. And he's gone back with the rook to defend it again. And now bishop to b3. This is very good because he can no longer stay on this file. He would have to go to e1. And when he does, attack it again. So this will lose the exchange for him. So he tried to play b2 in the hope that it would be a rook swap or a bishop takes bishop and I'll still be a piece up. But I simply just go rook takes e1, which is what he forgot. He played king to f2. Then I just simply went rook takes bishop. And he's got nothing after bishop takes bishop here. He went king takes and bishop takes. And now I'm going to mop up these two pawns. If he goes king d2, bishop takes, pawn on a3. Then if he comes in king to c3, I go bishop back to, and I'm 2 pawns up. And it can't capture my black square bishop because I can jump down to c1 to escape, no problem. And here is where my opponent resigned. Our clocks were getting low, but I managed to clock much better in this game, and I was ahead slightly against him because he had more to think about. So we finished 1-1. I'm satisfied with that. I think I should have won 2-0 if I had taken that rook in the first game. The only problem was, though, I only had about 5 seconds, and even then, I can't win it, so he may have won on time. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the games. Maybe a bit instructive, but at least, and also entertaining. So thank you for watching. I will bring you more games when I can. Thank you. Goodbye. See you soon.